Hello friends, it is Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. If you're new here, if you're returning, welcome back. It's been a few weeks, huh? I just weigh an update down to 312 this morning. Well, let's be 312 like 0.1 or something, like 312, all right. I just got done at the gym, stopped and got some Subway for lunch. I usually eat about half of a 6-inch if I get Subway, but I was craving it today, and I guess I'm gonna segue right into like my first topic here. A lot of people are asking me like how I'm eating these days, and like how I'm staying away from foods that I'm not supposed to have and whatnot. I do a 80-20 diet, and what that looks like is 80% of the time I am super good. I weigh out my foods, measure my calories, measure my carbs, do all my macros, all of that fun stuff 80% of the time. And then there's the other 20% of the time where if I'm at a birthday party and there's cake, I'm a huge fan of cake. I don't say no to the cake. What I do say is no to eating three to four pieces of the cake like I used to. This time in my life, I usually go with about 3 to 4 bites and then I'm done. Things tend to be way too sweet for me now because my stomach just can't handle super sweet things. So that helps as well, that food aversion. But yeah, I'll eat like 4 to 5 bites of cake. And at first when I was adapting this lifestyle, I felt super guilty about that. Just because I was the type of person that was all in or all out. And that's the type of mentality that a lot of binge eaters suffer with. They get this goal to be super healthy and they're going to change their life and they're going to change the way they eat. They're going to change the way they do things. They're going to work out every day and not miss the gym and not eat the cookies that are in their pantry. And that's just not realistic, especially if you live in America. Where America is known for obesity. It's a pandemic within itself. So it's not realistic to think that you'll eat clean 100% of the time. Now, that is not to be used as an excuse to eat like crap 100% of the time either. You need to find what is your happy medium, and my happy medium is the 80-20. I measure out my carbs. I stay underneath 100 every day, usually way underneath 100 carbs, just because I still don't do a lot of breads. My biggest thing I do right now is pasta, and I don't even do a lot of that because it fills my stomach up too fast, and I don't have enough room to get the protein in that will make me full for the rest of the day. If I fill up on noodles, I find myself hungry within 2 hours. So, which I was warned about, but you know how it be sometimes. You got to learn the lesson yourself. You got to touch the hot stove, you know? But, also, a lot of people that have had this surgery, they'll say, you'll never be able to do pop again. You'll never drink pop again. And that's somewhat true for me. I got the okay from my doctor that pop is okay if it's diet pop, and he'd rather me drink carbonated water, which I do a lot of Fresca right now. Well, not a lot of. To be honest, I went through a 2-liter in a little bit under a week. I'm a big Fresca fan. Let's just leave it at that. That's like sparkling lemonade water. There's 0 calories in it. It's delicious. It gives me my bubble fix. I also do diet caffeine-free Coke. But I've noticed if I do any sort of regular sugar, I get dumping sugar. Regular pop with regular sugar in it, I get dumping syndrome. So it's just way too sweet. Doesn't taste very good to me. A lot of diet pops don't taste good to me either. Like I tried a Diet Mountain Dew probably over a month ago now, and it was just disgusting. I took like 2 sips and gave the rest to Dave because I was like, this is gross. Trying to think what else y'all need to know about this 80-20-ness. I eat when I'm hungry. I had a doctor's appointment 2 weeks ago. Turns out I was not eating enough calories at this point in my journey, so that's why I was stalling out for so long. I was hitting about 700 to 800 calories, and I need to be upwards towards 1,000 to 1,200. So when I wake up in the morning now, I drink some milk, usually chocolate milk. And although sometimes it does go right through me, sometimes it doesn't, that helps me start my day out on the right foot. Otherwise, what I was doing is waiting till like 10 or 11 to eat breakfast, and by then I would be so hungry that I would eat too fast and I'd feel sick. So yeah, don't do that. That is not pleasant. There's still a lot of meats that I can't eat. They just don't sit well and cause dumping syndrome in me. I tried to do some pork the other day, and that did not sit well at all. It can be emotional when so many things cause dumping syndrome, especially at this stage. I mean, I'm about 4 months out now, and it's a challenge sometimes because my comfort and my security was food. And even though I've come so far, there are hard days where I want to sit in front of a bowl of mac and cheese and just be able to eat the whole freaking bowl of mac and cheese. And I can't do that. Like, I physically can't do that. And mentally, I need to not be doing that either. Because happiness isn't going to be in the bottom of that bowl of mac and cheese. It's just not. And I hope that this kind of sounds familiar for other addicts out there. Like, for example, people that struggle with alcoholism, like that happiness, that form of comfort isn't going to be at the bottom of that bottle. So like when I say I was addicted to food and I'm struggling with a recovering food addiction, I am 100% serious. It could have been any other form of addiction, to be honest, because addiction does run in my bloodline, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but it is proven that addiction does run in families. I have family members that are addicted to alcohol. I have a ton of overweight family members. I have family members that have been successful with the surgery. I have family members that have failed the surgery. So I just not only feel my pain, but I feel the pain of others with this problem, because it's just such a hard thing. It just rears its head up at random points in time. And it's just so frustrating because, yeah, it's hard to find something that will replace that. And being a Christian, I know that Jesus and God should be that replacement, but in all honesty, sometimes it doesn't feel that way. It's hard to find that happy medium, and that's honestly why I'm in therapy, because I need to figure out a healthier coping mechanism than trying to find it at the bottom of a bowl of spaghetti or a bowl of mac and cheese. So 80-20 has been fantastic for me. I am still losing weight. I did the math. I lost about 12 pounds in a month, which is way better than I would have done before surgery. I would have maybe lost a pound in a month, to be honest. So that's fantastic. So Dave gave me permission to say this on my next live, but Dave and I have been going through the fertility stuff again. We both went and saw our doctors. I saw my OBGYN and he saw his doctor, and we both had tests ran on all of our reproductive stuff, and we got really good news yesterday. We both are operating, we both are very good. So our next step is Dave has to complete a few more tests, with males. They want to make sure that it's consistent. Just like with females, I had to do blood work, multiple ultrasounds and stuff. But as we continue to lose weight, the possibility of becoming pregnant becomes more and more viable to us. And that's so exciting for Dave and I. We've suffered through 3 miscarriages, and we've just been waiting for our time, and it just is so exciting that it seems that it's like in our grasp. So for those of you that are of faith and pray, please pray for us as our hopes continue to rise again, and as we take steps out on this journey again. Really, we're not gonna officially start trying until December, because that's my 6-month mark. But we wanted to get all of our tests done and all of that so we can start tracking ovulation and make sure if there was any sort of problem, especially since in the past I was diagnosed with PCOS, but they're thinking maybe that was a misdiagnosis now. We just wanted to be sure if there were any hurdles in our way besides just weight, that we could start tackling them now. But it looks like it might be a go for us come December, so that's very exciting for us. And it just goes to show that carrying around extra weight on you can affect so many parts of your life. And not that I'm playing a blame game or anything like that, but it's not just a few extra pounds. And as I've started this weight loss journey, I've of course been watching a ton of YouTube stuff, and so many people, like, there's these things called like fat acceptance movements and body positivity movements and diet culture. And I'm not trying to, like, apparently all of this is like, you don't talk about this, it's just not talked about. But I'm not saying I'm taking a side on anything, but personally, I've learned what carrying around 85 extra pounds can do to your body, not only physically, not only mentally, but reproductively even. Is proving that it just doesn't help. And I'm not saying don't love yourself at whatever size you are. You need to be happy with who you are, and you need to be at a point in your life where you accept yourself and you're happy with who you are. And whatever size that is for you, I'm happy for you. But for me, when I was 85 pounds heavier, mentally, I was doing okay. I thought I was, at least. And so I didn't feel the need to change. And nobody on this earth, God's green earth, could have talked me into changing. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not here to talk people into losing weight or weight loss surgery. I'm here to talk about my story and how it's affected me. And Stephanie, 6 months ago, well, probably more like a year ago, because 6 months ago it was like January and I already started the process. But so let's go a year ago. Stephanie, a year ago, you couldn't have bribed her even to start thinking about losing weight, She was convinced that she was beautiful the way she was and that she didn't need to change. And you know what? There's something to be said for that form of confidence. I'm proud. I'm just as proud of that Stephanie as I am of the Stephanie now. Because the Stephanie a year ago was going through so much, and that body that Stephanie had a year ago helped her through what she was going through. And then the body that Stephanie has now, Stephanie has, I'm proud of that too. And I'm proud of the body that Stephanie's going to have 5 to 6 years from now. So just be proud of who you are and what your body is doing for you, because it does amazing things every day. And that's all I have to say on that matter. And I just wanted to preach for a second, because so many people are like, I hate my body, I hate this. Your body listens to that, and your body clings to that negativity, and you just need to speak positiveness over yourself. And I know I'm preaching, and I just hope somebody takes away something from this, because a year ago, Stephanie needed to hear this. She needed to hear that no matter what size you're at, your body's amazing. And you're amazing. And, your heart is amazing. Your minds are amazing. you need to speak positivity over yourself, because your body listens to all things that go through your head. So when you're at the gym and you're like, I hate this about my body, and you're talking like that, you just need to take a minute. And I'm hoping in my next video I'll have some scriptures that I can share with you guys that have just really helped me through this time. But find peace in the fact that wherever you're at in life, you're doing amazing. And you know what? Like a week ago, I lost my job. It was a little bit more details. But I lost my job that I loved every minute of it, you know? And I was at a really low place for a solid week. And every day I just spoke positivity over myself. I took time out from my after work activities to speak positivity over myself, do positive things for myself. And you know what that looked like? That looked like a week of not working out. That looked like a week of not counting all my macros. And I just took a week and worked on myself. And here we are, Thursday, and last Friday was my last day at my old job, and I'm starting a new job tomorrow. God prevailed for me. And during this time, He was watching over me. And I just want to speak to how good God is. No matter what you're going through, Jesus is there. And this whole weight loss journey has taught me so much about how much Jesus has been there. To be honest, even just 2020 in general has taught me about how much Jesus is there. And, you know, I just want to give all the praise to God right now, because He deserves it. And you know what? I want to give all the praise to you and my followers and everybody that watches this, because y'all deserve it too. You know, so be proud of who you are right now. Give the person you are right now all the love in the world. And if you're ready for change, then change. If you're not ready for change, then don't. Don't listen to the outside world if you're not ready for yourself, because it's not your aunt doing this. It's not your mom doing this. It's not your dad doing this. It's you. You're doing this. So do whatever you're willing to do, whether it's a job change, weight change, exercise change, lifestyle change, relationship change. Do it when you're ready. And that's what I've got to say today. Make it a great day or not. Choice is always yours. Love you. Bye.